My fellow Americans, it is with great sorrow I must inform you, William Taft is dead.
I cannot think of the American people, after the scrutiny and education of this campaign, during which they will be able to see through the fog of misrepresentation and demagoguery, will fail to recognize that the two great issues.
Let us share a few words about our dearly departed friend. Taft's story begins on the 15th of September, 1857. His mother was Louise Torrey, and his father was Alphonso Taft. His parents were strict and demanded success and nothing less from him and his four brothers. He wasn't seen as extremely smart or talented, but he was a very hard worker. He also played sports like baseball and took dance lessons. But one sport Taft excelled at was wrestling. In college, he had a large reputation and even was the intramural champ. Taft ended up graduating from Yale, second in his class, before attending the University of Cincinnati College of Law. While he was in school, he had a job working on the Cincinnati commercial newspaper. He learned a lot of practical law knowledge from that job that wasn't taught in school. He also learned from local courts and his father's office.
I remember Taft's rise to power very vividly. He was a winner, probably the biggest winner I've ever seen. Being on the Supreme Court was Taft's ultimate goal, but he wouldn't get there for a while. In 1889, he was appointed Solicitor General, but the job had been vacant for months. He needed to catch up on all of the extra work, as well as actually teach himself how to do the job. In March of 1892, he quit his job as a Solicitor General to continue his judicial career. He became a federal judge with the hopes of one day being promoted to a Supreme Court justice. He was happy with this job and made a good amount of money. Taft was appointed by President McKinley to organize a civilian government in the Philippines. While he was there, he approved the creation of concentration camps in some provinces. But he thought Filipinos were equals and did not impose racial segregation. In 1904, he became Secretary of War and helped supervise the construction of the Panama Canal. He ended up running for president even though he didn't really want to, and in 1908 he won the election against William Jennings Bryan to become the 27th president of the United States.
With the power of the presidency, Taft created a postal savings system which gave people who couldn't use banks a safe and easy way to save money. Taft also prosecuted over 75 antitrust violations, which is a lot more than Roosevelt. Taft supported the 16th Amendment and signed it into law, which allowed Congress to issue an income tax without having to determine it based on population. Eventually, Roosevelt got mad at him because he started to reverse some of his progressive policies. This, among other reasons, led to the unfortunate end of their friendship. When Roosevelt ran against Taft, Republicans split their votes between the two. This allowed their Democratic opponent, Woodrow Wilson, to win the election. After his presidency, he was finally able to become Chief Justice of the Supreme Court and served for 8 years from 1921 to 1930 before sadly dying 15 minutes ago.
Well, what do we do with him now?
Oh, I've got it. Let's put him in a piano box.
Joe, that's the best idea you've ever had.